You're 32. My entire childhood was a lie. I'm shaking just typing this. Ita for going nuclear. Okay, so I've been lurking here for years, reading about crazy families and relationship drama. I always thought, wow, I'm so lucky. My family is normal. Hot day. Huge hot eyes. I'm officially questioning everything I thought I knew. I'm posting now because I'm still processing and I need to vent before I spontaneously combust. My parents, Carol, 63, and David, 65, were pillars of the community. Dad's a lawyer, mom volunteers at the hospital, perfect smiles plastered on their faces. They have 2 kids, me and my younger brother, Ethan, 28 and R2. Ethan is the golden child. Always was. Straight AS star athlete, charming as hell. I was quirky. I liked books and art. I wasn't naturally athletic. You get the picture. Constant, low-level comparison. The subtle digs. You know, the kind where they're just concerned. Ethan, why don't you try out for varsity? Pause. Looks at me. You can always draw a pretty picture of the game, sweetie. The sweetie always felt like a weapon. My mill, Brenda, 60F, David's sister, is a whole other level of toxic. She's always been so close to Ethan, acting like she's his real mom sometimes. Always whispering in his ear, praising him in front of me, and rolling her eyes when mom tried to include me. I always brushed it off as just awkward family dynamics. I was wrong. So wrong. It started with Grandma Elsie, David's mom, bless her soul. She passed away 5 years ago. Elsie loved me. She always made a point to make me feel special, sending me little gifts and telling me I was bright and imaginative. After she died, Mom decided to go through Grandma's old papers. That's when I found it. A letter. Addressed to me. From Grandma Elsie. It detailed everything. Apparently, Ethan isn't really David's son. David had a brief affair with Elsie's best friend, Susan, back when they were in law school. Susan got pregnant, but David pressured her to give the baby up for adoption. Elsie suspected something was up. She found out about Susan's pregnancy and the affair, but she was too afraid of the fallout to confront David. She felt guilty, so she wrote this letter to me, hoping that someday I would know the truth. The letter was dated 1991. I'm 32. I nearly choked. I felt like the ground was going to open up and swallow me whole. I showed the letter to my husband, Mark, 34M, who just stared at it in disbelief. Then I decided I had to confront my parents. I went to their house yesterday. Big mistake. I held up the letter. Mom started crying, saying, "Oh honey, it's just an old story. It doesn't matter." David went full-on narcissist mode. He literally screamed, "That's a fabrication." Elsie was senile. "You're trying to destroy our family." Then he accused me of being unstable and dramatic. He even said, "You're just jealous of Ethan." Always have been. The hypocrisy was suffocating. He couldn't even admit to his own potential infidelity without deflecting and blaming me. Brenda of course arrived right on cue. She swooped in, gaslighting me, saying, "Honey, your parents are just worried about you. You need to calm down and get some help." Like she was the voice of reason. These flying monkeys were working overtime. I lost it. I blew up my phone. I yelled, "You've been lying to me my entire life. Ethan isn't my brother. Grandma Elsie knew and you kept it from me." I threw the letter on the table and stormed out. Mark has been trying to talk me down, but I'm furious. I went NC with both my parents and Brenda. Ethan hasn't even bothered to respond to my texts. I feel betrayed, gutted, and so incredibly angry. What kind of life did I live? How much of my perceived shortcomings were fueled by this lie? My therapist says I need to process my emotions, but I'm so consumed by rage and disappointment. I'm starting to wonder about everything I've ever been told. Was anything real? Edit? Okay, so Mom finally called Mark. Apparently Dad is now claiming Elsie wrote that letter out of spite towards Susan. He also accused me of blackmailing them. The audacity. Edit 2. Just got a text from Ethan. It's a picture of a thumbs up emoji. Seriously? Thumbs up. What a joke. Edit 3. Mark managed to get a copy of David's old law school transcripts. It turns out he had a summer internship with Susan's dad, a wealthy, influential judge, which could explain why they were always in close contact. Something definitely wasn't on the up and up. TL Duggar. I discovered my younger brother isn't actually my brother and my parents have been lying to me my entire life, and now I'm completely questioning everything.